Here we go.
Yesterday a morning came, a smile upon your face. Caesar's palace, morning glory, silly human race. On a sailing ship to nowhere, leaving any place. If the summer changed to winter, yours is no disgrace. Yours is no disgrace. Yours is no disgrace. Battleships confide in me and tell me where you are. Shining, flying, purple moon comes, show me where you are. Lost in summer, morning, winter, travel very far. Lost in losing circumstances, that's just where you are.
Whoa! I was tripping. Woo! No, I'm not. I'm back. I'm back with all of you wonderful people here. Thank you for joining us at tonight's Insomnia Ramble stream. Bringing us in because I knew I had to take a bathroom break because I was dumb enough and I didn't do that before. It became showtime. Put a little yes in there. Yours is no disgrace. A little 70s. Prog rockish. Hopefully you enjoyed that. I didn't even know this, but Yes is still touring. And I know there's at least...
Really?
There's at least 2 dead members.
Well, I mean, at the same time, Journey's still touring, Queen's still touring. People die.
I think
They just replace them.
I think Kiss is on their very last one, aren't they?
Yeah, but are any of the members of Kiss dead?
No. Well, no,
Exactly.
no. Technically, Eric Carr, the guy who took over for Peter Criss as the drummer, he's dead. But you know, he was a pay player, so he wasn't part of the original 4. The original 4 are still alive.
I was gonna say, is anybody from Kiss that everyone cares about dead?
Yeah, I tell you what, it was sad because there was like only one song that Peter Criss sang, and that was a song Beth, which was their biggest hit ever. And when he left the band, Eric Carr is not much of a singer, but when he took over as drummer, they're like, oh well, you can sing Peter Criss's song too, and Eric Carr can't sing. So he took their greatest top 10 hit and just slaughtered it in concert. It was horrible. But not as bad as seeing them, a bunch of old men with Just for Men, hair dye, and no makeup. Oh, that was horrible. And I saw them during the Unmasked tour.
Mm-hmm.
And for those who don't know what the Unmasked tour was, it was when Kiss decided to lose their makeup and apparently lose their fucking minds too, because this was like 1980, I think, somewhere around there, 80, 81. They came out unmasked, and apparently they thought it was also a cool idea to dress in neon instead of like the black and silver shit that that they were known for. You know what? Let me see if I can do a no context tweet and give you a picture of them unmasked.
See, for me, and I know I get a lot of shit for this, but I've never been like a big Kiss fan. Like, mind you, of course, I know their like most popular song, or the one that everybody always plays, I should say, that everybody knows. But other than that, like, I've never really been like a big Kiss fan. Like, that just wasn't my thing. And then what I don't understand though is like, how is a lot of like Kiss fans, like, there aren't more Kiss fans who are into like mainstream like pop kind of stuff? Because as far as I'm concerned, Kiss was probably one of like the first bands that towed that line. You know what I mean?
Well, Kiss came around in a weird progression because we were just going into coming out of prog rock and acid rock, real rock and roll, like like the heavy metal and shit like that, didn't really get kicked off until like the late 70s, kind of like as a backlash against disco. But so they were kind of right there in a void. If you were looking for somebody to rock and roll with, it was pretty much your choice of like Peter Frampton, Kiss, or Pat Travers. And most people don't even remember those other two names. There wasn't really a lot going around. Now, of course, Steve Miller was around, but that was like kind of pot smoking, relaxation kind of. We're not hippies, so please buy our albums, because nobody was buying like hippie albums anymore. This was rock and roll trying to fight back in the era of the singer-songwriter, because even though I say that the 70s was the greatest music decade ever because of the diversity to it, it was really controlled by the singer-songwriters and the pop charts. And people always talk about how, the 80s had a lot of one-hit wonders. Oh, go back to the 70s. There's a shit ton of them there. Where it's just like, crank out the album. Okay, you don't have anything else good. Okay, next. And they were legitimately saying they were a dime a dozen. There's a shit ton of songs I could rattle off that were in the top 10 in the 70s, and most people wouldn't even know what the fuck that they were, because they came and went. Like a sailor on shore leave, I got 72 hours, get it hit, get it out. And that's what makes it very, very sad. But yeah, Kiss kind of filled a void there for a little bit. And if you've ever listened to any interviews with Gene Simmons, he has always been in it for two things: the money and the pussy. And since Viagra don't really work that well on him anymore, we know because they put up the porn of him. And sorry, Gene. Good thing he doesn't need tongue Viagra. So happy for him. But he said from Jump Street that it was all about, he wanted the money and the pussy. And anything he could facilitate to get that money first, then the pussy would come later. It legitimately. God damn it. Long, if you're not going to let me breathe, get the fuck out. His producers, his record company, Casablanca, did not want Kiss to go disco. And Gene Simmons was like, no, that's what the kids are liking is disco. So they made a disco album. People will say that they didn't make a disco album, but I will beg to differ. They certainly did. If you've ever heard the song I Was Made for Loving You, that was released as a disco album. And oh, good God, was it bad? It was very, very bad. It was off the album, what was it? Dynasty, I think. I'm pretty sure.
I have no idea.
But it was a really, really bad album. People also accused them of when they did the Love Gun album. That Love Gun was also a disco album. Wait a minute, was it Love Gun or was it Dynasty? God damn it! Am I gonna have to look up a Kiss discography?
I guess so. I don't know.
Yeah, it was. It had to be Love Gun. It had to be Love Gun. Because they figured out that they fucked up, and they decided to try to get everything back, and then they did. I think it was Creatures of the Night. Yeah, but wait a minute, no, because when I saw them, I think I had already graduated to see the Unmasked tour, and that had to be mid 80s. God damn, my shit's all over the place today. What is wrong with me, Cadet?
I don't know. Don't ask me questions I don't know the answer to.
They've done 20 albums, so they can stop now. I think I'm okay with that.
I mean, like I said, you're right now, like, you're just talking white noise to me. I'm not a Kiss fan. I'm not. I'm sorry. I know I wanna rock and roll all night and have some fun with my friends or whatever.
Oi!
All that just like I know that, but that's about it. And I know Gene Simmons is the demon, and then there's the Star Child and the cat and a fourth one.
Oh man, you almost had me there. I was going to give you super kudos on that one.
Spaceman? Is it Spaceman?
Yes.
Ha! Fucking yo. See, I know things. Like, look at me. I'm a real like hardcore like Kiss fan. Like, rock.
Because you want to rock and roll all night and
No,
party every day.
No, you know what though?
Mm.
What I am a fan of,
What's
what
that?
I was always a fan of,
What's that?
their platform fucking boots. Oh, those were fucking gorgeous. I wanted a set so bad. And I'm like, please I just want a set of those boots. Like, no with the hair, no with the makeup. I don't give two shits about his tongue because it can definitely no on the outfit. But yes, except for that cape. I really do like the cape. I'm a fan of capes and pauldrons.
Well,
Just gonna put that.
Well, and there is kind of an awesome video out there of like the last. It's a compilation video from like the last 3 or 4 Kiss tours of Gene Simmons not being able to maneuver in the boots and falling down and falling off stage. It's awesome. It's great.
Yo,
I'm waiting for the demon to break a hip.
I want a pair of those boots. You know what? You should not call him a demon because us demons, don't do that. We don't do that. Whatever it is he's doing, we don't. Like, throwing that out there right now.
Being a
Yeah,
millionaire. Yeah, you're right.
Hey, gaming.
Good morning, gaming.
How's my favorite spigot?
Okay. How's you guys? I
Uh,
heard you butchering the lyrics to a song that I like, and I'm like, she might not survive tonight. I'm like, I don't know. I'm still questioning. You just pulled what the fuck? What?
Lois Griffin.
Yeah, Lewis. Yeah.
I literally pulled it from like what she had said because I know the actual lyrics, but it's so much more fun, and it kind of like drives the point home to people. Like, I'm not a big Kiss fan. I'm sorry, and it's just I don't know. Like that's the only song I can say for sure that I know.
a pickle in the audience is going, fucking Kiss. No,
I like Kiss.
Hey, we were rambling, and that's where we ended up. But hey, let us get our collective shit together, say some good mornings, and then we'll go to the big screen. So, good morning, Sir Adamantine. Good morning, Rackus News. Good morning, Straight Sith Mail. Good morning, Buzz of the Hive. Good morning, Nacho Damas. Good morning, Mr. LM. And of course, good morning, our Lord and Savior, Full Metal Pickle. Because we already said good morning to gaming.
Yay!
So wait, it was Addie, Anubis, Straight Sith Male, Buzz of the Hive, Nacho Damas, Mr. LM, and Full Metal Pickle.
Yep.
And did I miss anybody?
Nope.
No.
You were flying 5x5 tonight. I don't know what that means, but I heard it in Aliens, and I like the term. Good morning, Full Metal Pickle.
Oh, yeah. Sup, Gherkin.
Praise the bitches.
I really fucking love that.
Yeah.
I know what's wrong with my chest right now. I don't have any nicotine in it. I don't have any white smog.
It's your body fighting against you because you were talking about Kiss.
Fuck you.
So wait, we have
You know what? I'm gonna make a pickle with the demon face on him.
do it.
I will.
So we have 2 non-Kiss fans and 2 Kiss fans.
I have to be on the fence about it because I liked them in the 70s, but once we started getting later into the 70s where we actually got decent rock and roll bands like Deep Purple and Black Sabbath and Led Zeppelin, then Kiss really didn't seem to suit a purpose anymore. They were a stage act.
Well, yeah, but you still liked them, before then. You were a fan of them, correct?
Yeah, when I was a kid, but not so much. Once they hit the 80s, I mean, it really. Once I saw them without their makeup, in their multicolored spandex bullshit, looking like really old men trying to be like young men, I was done with them.
Yeah, they're ugly.
Yeah, they are.
But the make 'em looks them not so ugly.
But that's
Barely.
the thing. There was a time, the first time that I ever saw them and the last time I ever saw them live, they didn't have the makeup on. And I'm like, oh God, this is bad. This is like when we went to like a 4th of July celebration, and you know how cities will like have a festivity in the park, and they'll hire in like names that you may or may not know to come in and perform. Well, they had Danny and the Juniors come in. Now, you guys have probably never heard who Danny and the Juniors are. They're the ones that did the At the Hop. You can rock it, you can roll it, you can stop it, you can solo it at the hop.
Oh.
Yeah, them. And this was in the fucking 90s, right? So these motherfuckers had started like early 60s. Okay, tack on 30 more years to these guys. So they were legitimately, most of them, in their 60s. And they were all in black jumpsuits. And they were trying to do that young boy choreography that they did when they first started out. And literally people were just taking bets on which one of Danny and the Juniors were going to drop fucking dead in this 80-degree heat. None of them did. But once again, it's just one of those things where it's like, oh my God, out of touch. Now, nobody that you would ever want to see again. I mean, something I can mark off on a list to be like, oh yeah, well, I saw Danny and the Juniors, you know? And it's like, yeah, well, who cares? You know, I've seen Lonnie Mack. Yeah, well, who cares? I saw the Grateful Dead. How was the acid? Just wonderful, thank you. Yeah, I don't think in the 50s and 60s people knew how to fuck appropriately. That's why they had such a bad soundtrack for their existence. And by the way, I don't know if I said it or not, but good morning, Sir Adamantine.
Hi, Addie.
Good morning, Doc. Good morning, Kadam.
What are you eating, Kadan?
Apparently. Sorry about that. It's one of those Nutri-Grain bars.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I figured that might be a good idea to.
Tonight I made, so you know that I actually ate. I made shredded barbecued chicken and fried potatoes. I was gonna say home fries, but people mix that up with like the little cubed ones. When like fried potatoes are just you cut slices of potato, drown them in butter, garlic, salt, pepper, and a little bit of onion, and you just wait till they turn brown, and then you eat them. Well, unfortunately, the cookware that we have right now has like no fucking Teflon to it. So, like halfway through, I'm sitting there trying to scrape them to keep them off the fucking pan. And I just got irritated. And I'm like, fuck this. And I grabbed a metal spatula. And I'm like, you motherfuckers are coming up off this pan now. And it was almost like, what are they called? Latkes? You know, the potato pancakes? That's like what half of it was, because they mush down really quick for some reason. And so I let the two people in the household eat the actual potatoes, and I ate the latkes, the pan scrapings. But they were pretty good. But they were good though. By the way,
how do you do your pulled barbecue chicken?
This one was a cheat. This one was a cheat. I had a few cans of Kroger's premium chicken breast, and I already knew it was going to be salty as shit. But you know, I put them in a saucepan. I used Kroger barbecue sauce. Added a little bit of cayenne pepper, and a little bit of pepper itself, because I still like pepper. And that was it. I mean, I wasn't going to spend more than 20 minutes on a meal. And unfortunately, my right hand just crapped out on me. So, and having to do the scraping thing. Well, you know, I will multitask. Wifey has a hard time having two things on the stove at once. And she'll usually have something cooking on the stove, and the multitasking that she gets to is she'll microwave like a thing of green beans while she's cooking hamburgers. So that's much multitasking as she gets while I'm sitting here, you know, stirring it, trying to make sure, because the big trick with that canned chicken meat is to make sure that it gets chopped up and that it gets shredded, because eating chunks of it, honestly, it kind of tastes like you just put Well, no, like you put barbecue sauce on a piece of fucking tuna. Because because of how they salt it up, it almost tastes salty like how canned tuna tastes.
Wow. I just use like frozen chicken breasts in a slow cooker.
Oh no, I just knew that they had that. Because we went to the food pantry and that was one of the things that they had, so I got that because there were tenders up there. But apparently, what Nursey wants to do is she wants to make fried chicken fingers. So
Okay.
So I left that alone for her. If she's got a meal plan, let her roll with it. But they keep cooking burger after burger every fucking night, and I'm not a big red meat fan. I'm about the bird, and sometimes the pig, and every so often the fin.
But yeah, go ahead.
When I was down in a drink.
Oh,
What do you mean, Victor? My cooking stories. If I'm actually talking about when I cook and I have the time and I have the ambition, there's some good shit that come out my kitchen. And by the way, good morning, Victor.
Lightly seasoned with Teflon, apparently.
right.
Well, no, because there wasn't any fucking Teflon left. That's why I was sticking to the pan.
I mean, when I make,
Well, I hope you realize if there was no Teflon left, where that Teflon went.
Probably in the eggs that Nursey made.
no. But yeah, I generally I'll do like I'll do it in the slow cooker with frozen chicken breasts, and it just depends on how I feel and what barbecue sauce I use.
Yeah, normally I'll take like with a regular oh fuck. I was see, I've never used the phrase slow cooker on it. Crock pot. There we go.
Same thing.
Yeah, I know it's the same thing, but I'm just trying to get my brain terminology because I was skipping. I used to do a lot of crock pot cooking, and I won't do chili any other way.
Right.
Because that is the way to do it.
But generally, I like to use like Sweet Baby Ray's. But if I don't want it to be quite as tangy, I'll switch to like maybe a cookies. If you can find cookies.
Honestly, I like the Kroger setups. I do. But usually when I'm doing chicken, I do it like one of two ways. I either do it as a chicken Alfredo or a nacho chicken. Both of them are pretty much the exact same recipe.
I've done a chicken Alfredo pizzas before.
Yeah, I used to. Wifey's big thing was she loved it when I made her barbecue chicken pizzas.
I've done that too.
Not a fan of it, but then again, like normally, well, it depends on where we're ordering from. But usually, if it's like Domino's because we got the coupon, then it'll be a thin crust, light sauce, pineapple and extra cheese.
Well, and Eddie can attest to this because he knows the place that I'm talking about. Casey's. They have this amazing barbecue beef pizza.
Yeah, the only one I know of is a CC's, and they suck.
I can't speak to that. I can't speak to that specific pizza, but this gas station chain does have surprisingly good pizza, and it's a really weird gas station too because it looks so white trashy, but it's actually better than most gas stations.
Yeah. And if you like cheese on your pizza, you get the fucking cheese.
well, it's funny because when I went down to visit my oldest brother down in Knoxville, I was like, dude, the only place that I really want to eat that I've never eaten before is Zaxby's. Because it's supposed to have some Cajun food there.
Mm.
And damned if he didn't go right directly across the street from Zaxby's and took me to a Pizza Inn. And Pizza Inn, I forgot how good their pizza was.
Yo, if we're gonna talk about pizza, there's one place, and I cannot even say the name of this place because if you look it up, like I'm pretty sure it is only in my city.
Then how
Hold
the
on,
hell would we know?
Well, because I don't want you guys knowing my exact city, and by you guys, I mean like anybody's listening. Yeah, no, I literally just looked up the name of the place and all locations in the U.S., and it's only showing the 2 that are in my city. I'm just like, fuck, but they're so good. Their pizza is so fucking. So they do this thing where like their crust will be painted with a butter garlic, sprinkled with Parmesan, and you can get almost anything on this pizza. Oh, one of their best ones like has bacon bits, and like they'll even do like a stuffed crust or whatever with like bacon bit cheese or something like that. Like it's so it's so good. Like it's so fucking good. Just thinking about like, because I always ask them, butter my fucking crust. Like I need that. Like you do that. You put it on there. And oh, it was so good. And I can't even like, I need to tell you guys. All right, so Doc, I know you're not planning on coming like all the way to California.
Yeah.
But maybe you should, just so we can get pizza at this one place.
I don't think it could beat Rockefeller's.
I don't know. I don't know. All I know is that like in my town, it is the best pizza joint to me. Everybody has different tastes, and I can't even eat regular pizza anymore without being in like several hours of pain and then puking it all back up.
Oh. But
Yeah,
I put a picture in the general chat to show what I meant by the cheese.
I'll admit a dirty little secret. I don't even like pizza anymore. I had it so often. It's just the.
I'm pretty picky. I'm trying to think of the one restaurant chain to where, or pizza chain that it had 6 different types of crusts. Like there was a stuffed crust, there was a garlic crust, there was there was a pepperoni stuffed, there was a pretzel crust, and I can't think of what the name is because the last one that was in town, it changed the name. It still carries their menu, but they changed the name. And down in Florida, where the family condo is, there's one down there, and I can't think. I can't find it. I can't find the name of it. But I'm wondering if that is a if that was a national chain. I can't think of it. You know what? I'm going to try to look up pizza places in Sarasota. Because there's not too many of them.
Right.
Why are we talking about this?
Because it's not.
We got.
Thank God.
It's my fault. I mentioned pizza.
Fuck you both.
I like pizza. I haven't had pizza in a while. The last one that we had was Little Caesars, and that's still good pizza.
No, fuck that. I like their crazy bread.
Oh yeah. Well, Nursey. Anytime we go, it's like, do you want to get a pizza? She's like, no, I'm going to get a $5 order of a crazy bread. And I'm like, all right.
Why not both?
Nah, see, yours is a $5 order of crazy bread. Out here, like $3. You know, if even that, and pretty sure you can add it to like any pizza you want for $1. It's like it's cheap. It's cheap out here. I like it. It makes me happy.
I don't know if I can necessarily agree with that.
In Ohio, you pay extra for the ambiance, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They make sure that there's no that it isn't put in a box that was made with lead paint or fiberglass. So, you'd pay for it. Although I will say the best pizza that I've ever had, which is capturing time for me, when I lived in Charlotte, North Carolina, there was a pizza place, and I don't remember what the name of it is, because it was run by two brothers, and they were two Greek brothers, and good God, could they make fucking pizza! One of my favorites was still. It was the first time that I ever had a legitimate white pizza. And I literally thought that the string it was so cheesy that I did not think that string of cheese was just going to pass out easily. I thought it like wound its way through my intestines like twine. Because good God, it just never seemed like that string of cheese would end. And they used like 7 different cheeses. And of course, it was garlic sauce and not pizza sauce.
Ooh.
And they did one little extra thing, because it's like, well, if you've never had this kind of pizza before, we won't make it how we normally make it. And it's like, well, how the hell do you normally make it? It's like,
Jizz.
Yeah, you couldn't see the jizz in it because it was all white.
That's what their white sauce is made of, and that's why their cheese is so stretchy.
Oh, it was creamy. You know what I forgot? I forgot to.
No.
I forgot to make an effort to say something about. Yeah, what's that thing we do? Oh yeah, audience appreciation.
What's up, bitches? We appreciate you. We got a game going. It's a special phrase that pays. You know what that means? That means if you hear any of us actually say the phrase that pays, you get an entry into the prize of the week for audience appreciation. If you're an enabler, aka a patron, you get an automatic entry. And if you cough up $5, you get an entry that way too. So
yeah,
I help.
So everybody that and every time you donate in $5, you get an entry to it. We can't tell you where the phrase that pays is. It could be anywhere. And we're not going to tell you what it is, but when you hear it, just make sure to send a DM to either Kadun or myself and send us the phrase that pays. And you get a free
Rewind
entry.
the stream. He usually posts in the beginning.
No. I'm not going to be that obvious. I'm not going to be that obvious. I'm going to make them look for it. So, yeah. It could be anywhere. You never know what the phrase that pays is.
It could be
I hid
okay.
it in my underwear.
No.
Are you sure?
I'm uncomfortable now.
'Cause now I'm gonna have to
It's
look.
okay. No, it's okay, Doc. I don't have any underwear.
But on this.
More uncomfortable.
Because
I'm-
like that's the joke though, is like if I say I hid it in my underwear, that means I didn't hide it anywhere because I didn't have any underwear. That's actually not true. I do have underwear.
I was going to say, if you've ever been to jail, you know there's a thing called a body cavity search. It doesn't matter if you got any underwear.
Yo, so I've been to Damn Talk. We've talked about this. What I didn't know was that you could, well, according to my cellmate at the time, she said that they could compile charges on me for destroying any of the jail clothing in any way, shape, or form. Because I was like, I'm getting ready for my arraignment.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I need to put my hair up so that this way, like, it's up and it's back and it's tied up and it's like nice. And because like otherwise my hair is a fucking wreck because the little fucking safety combs or whatever they fucking let me use was shit. And I'm like, how the fuck am I supposed to get my hair tidy using this little piece of shit? Like, fuck that. So I devised a plan to take one of the sets of the jail panties that they provide for you. And I was like, I can just rip the elastic off of this. That'll be fine. That should work just fine. And my cellmate's like, no, they can take you to federal prison because that's destroying like property. And I'm like, are you shitting me right now? Like, I just want to put my hair up. Like, that's all I'm trying to do. Like, can I get a hair tie or something? No, it's dangerous. It would be contraband. Like, fuck. Like, fuck that shit. Anyway, I don't know why we got on this subject, but yeah. Don't destroy your panties when you're in jail, people.
Yeah. I never
penitentiary.
I never destroyed my panties when I was in county, so that was sage advice. Thank you. Oh, by the way, tonight starts day number 4 for Johnny Hellcat's reign as the Intergender Champion of the World. So what's so great about being the Intergender Champion of the World? Well,
Yeah.
if you hold on to it for 9 consecutive shows, you get to join that awesome graphic there up at the top. That is basically kind of the launching point for us to try to do more things for the audience. It's just our way of saying thanks for being around and, thanks for holding on to the belt. And yeah, if you get 9 consecutive days in, even though Johnny's like at the halfway point now, if you get like 9 consecutive days in, you get to join that awesome little graphic up top now and forever until the end of the interwebs. Yeah, and that's why we're doing the giveaway. By the way, this week's prize, it's right there on the screen. It is a 6-paneled structured Velcro closed back embroidered ball cap from our friends at from our friends at Queensboro. Now, of course, we still paid for it, but Queensboro, great merchandise, even better customer service. So we're proud of kicking these out the door to our winners because this is really nice merch. It's not bullshit that, Sully made in his garage on his silk screen machine that was, made out of house paint. So, yeah, these are beautiful. And when you get them, you'll say that they're beautiful too. And if you don't, then fuck you. You got a free gift anyway. Go ahead and re-gift it and see what happens. You bastards. But yeah, there it is. I don't know. Addie sent me something today about what is it?
Drama. Who
Ye-
would have thought I would send you drama?
I forgot it was doxers get doxed, or I forget what the title was of it. But yeah, somebody was mentioning how that the people out there who were threatening to dox other people, now that they're getting doxed, they're kind of crying about it. And I'll be honest, I haven't heard anything about it. Oh wait, the title was "Doxing is as Doxing does," but I honestly haven't heard anything about it. You know, I've had people approach me and try to do that strong arm bullshit, and I'm just like, yeah, fine, whatever, go. You feeling froggy? Jump. You know.
Yeah, I have no idea what they were talking about either, but it's not hard to figure out what group he's talking.
Yeah.
I have a good idea as to what group. I don't know the context, but I already know what group.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah. I mean, I just
Abby,
mentally,
send me the link.
I just mentally roped off that section of town as a fucking biohazard, and I haven't been over there since. As far as I'm concerned, that's fucking Wuhan over there, and I don't need to visit it. The mini shits, which I do not give, that happen over there now. You know, fine, let it go ahead and happen. I don't need to be there, and even if they're talking shit about me, it's not going to entice me to come back over there. Because, you know, I got enough problems. By the
I
way,
got 99 problems, and those bitches ain't one.
by the way, did I say good morning to Fat Andy? Well, good morning, Fat Andy.
Hi, Fat Andy.
Yeah, it's why do we need to care anymore? It's you know, the thing that I've kind of relegated it to was, like, there were people who were coming to me after my first divorce. My first wife, when we divorced, there were people coming to me and they're like, "Oh, do you know what she's doing now?" I'm like, "No." "Oh, well, let me tell you." And I'm like, "No, I fucking don't care. We're not married anymore. We're not living with each other. We're not dating. We're not even seeing each other socially or anything like that. We have nothing to bind us together, like children or a mortgage. So I don't care." And that's specifically, that's specifically what I think about that part of the neighborhood now. It's just like, you know what? I don't really need to know, because they are literally of no consequence to my life. Even if they're talking shit about me, you know, if the tree falls in the woods, nobody's there to hear it, doesn't make a noise. Nope.
Yeah. If it's what I was informed of last night,
Wait, informed of what?
I've said drama
Mm-hmm.
about somebody.
You need to be sending us DMs here, Pickle.
Eddie, does it involve white pages?
Oh, that thing. I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Okay. No. Okay.
It was a random thing that showed up in my feed, and I'm listening to it like, apparently I missed something.
Oh.
It was Bastard Beast's video, and he was dealing in complete generalities. So there were no name call outs.
Oh,
Oh.
there wasn't on what I was informed of either, but it was just somebody talking about seeming that they know people's real names, that they were going to find people.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about when it comes to that one.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Is that
No, Doc. We'll talk in the after stream.
okay?
No. Or I'll DM you. Hold on. Let me see if I can find the, because I got This was brought to my attention like, hey,
Wait,
just a heads up.
wait. Does he hang around with Scrappy and Shaggy?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No, are you
All,
serious?
all I'm gonna say is I could share with you this information, but I'm blocked by the person.
So am I.
Oh, that's surprising.
What?
No, it doesn't surprise me at all. It really doesn't. Because anyway, we'll talk in the after stream, Doc, because I'm about to. So I may or may not have been dipping into some rum tonight. So we'll talk in the after stream.
Okay. Let me just ask this. Does the name kind of sound like the name that you would call an insect that builds hills? That insect's vagina?
I'll give you all the hint that you need, Doc. It's really high in cholesterol and saturated fat.
So it kind of like sounds like an ant twat.
Bro. But yes.
Okay. Really? Oh, good God. I'm just waiting for the Cadunt hold my beer moment.
I am holding back. You have no idea. Okay?
Oh, I've got some idea.
You do have some idea. You've been in active with me. I'm gonna go mute for a moment because I'm gonna, okay. I need to put this. It's one of those little bottles, and because my roommate, she went and got herself some booze. Surprising. She was gonna go over to her friend's house, but her friend was not answering the door when she went over and knocked. So she came back with a can of like some cotton candy like flavored seltzer, like cider thingy, whatever. And she got like the little rum bottles for me because she knows I'm a rum drinker.
Wait a minute. Are you talking about like airplane bottles?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Like mini bar bottles.
Yeah. I don't do that seltzer stuff, man, because that causes random noises from my bum. So I don't do them.
She got her one of those because she's weak in her alcoholism.
Yeah.
But she got me the little plain bottles of rum, and I may have been imbibing, and it's been a while since I've imbibed. So I'm gonna mute while I go and hunt this down for you specifically, so that I can share the link with you, Doc, because I'm pretty sure you should be able to see it. If not, that's fine. I have other ways.
I got a hagstone I can use. So that's altogether possible. By the way, good morning to Uzi Q in the chat. Buzz is saying for $15 you can not only get one of my handmade microwave bowl cozies, but my docks as well. But for $19.99 you can get my DigiDocs pack. Oh, yeah, actually, Buzz, I made soup for breakfast, and yes, I did use the bowl cozy, and it's wonderful because I was literally, because I don't have a lot of feeling in my hands from the diabetic neuropathy. I've actually burnt my hands before and not known it until I was all the way up the steps. So yeah, it does come in handy and make sure that old people like me don't burn the fuck out of their mitts. And good morning to Orla Sarah.
Hi, Orla.
And hello, Captain Morgan. Did she at least get?
Doc,
Huh?
Did she get you at least the good rum?
Yeah, it was Captain Morgan, but it was the what you calls it? Which one is it? I have to go and find the tiny bottle and look at it. Um, bless you. But it
Thank
was like
you.
the black rum or something.
Uh,
What are you thinking? Um, yeah.
you
No,
got, but by the way, Kadant, you do have your echo going on.
how do I have my echo going on? I have earbuds in, fuckers.
I can hear the echo coming from. Are you sure
Coming
you're?
from
Are you sure that your earbuds are actually connected?
yes, because I can hear you in my earbuds.
Can I just point out something, Doc?
Sure.
It's you I hear echoing.
I'm on the cans. But
What?
yeah, it's my voice echoing, but it's echoing through Kadant's phone. Because you don't hear me echoing now, do you?
I don't know. You're usually the one at fault with this because you lie about having headphones on.
I'm wearing my fucking cans. Jesus. But
I sent you a very special DM, by the way, Doc. It's,
okay.
I use this term loosely. Food. You have to read the ingredient list.
Really? What a dick. What a dick. Well, I mean, if he wants to get a jump ahead of it, because like by March, people will actually be able to see my face and all that shit. I could not care less, but I am pretty sure that I'm not one of the ones that he's going after, because I'm like, last time I talked to him, I was like, leave me out of this bullshit. You know, I'm not the moral arbiter of the interwebs. You know, man up and you know, if you're going to take people on, then take them on. But doxing's not a good tactic. I have to agree with a Bastard Beast, because the moment that somebody nails your docs and puts it out there, I think you pretty much given them the right or the obligation to fight fire with fire. If you're going to do something stupid, play the stupid games, win the stupid prizes.
I'm just waiting. I'm waiting. I'm sitting and I'm waiting. And can you hear yourself now? By the way.
No, I can't.
I don't think so. You know what I did?
What you did?
I turned you down.
There you go.
That's the thing, though. It doesn't, like, it's not a problem when it comes to anybody else. It's always with you, specifically with you. Your volume, for some reason, always comes in really loud, and I don't know why.
It's a strong, manly volume. By the way,
real strong. La la la.
By the way, Addie, I'm pretty sure that this woman needs to be put to sleep.
Are you referring to that food I sent you?
That is one fucking horrific looking. Anyway, I'll no context it, because people are not going to believe me that somebody's retarded enough to make this shit up. This is a Jello cake that's made with oysters, carrots, kiwis, peas, Spam, green olives, and some type of gelatin garnished with easy cheese. That is fucking disgusting.
It sounds like some white trash shit right there.
That sounds like I got really, really drunk. This is all the shit that I had in my cabinet, so I'm putting it all together. That is
drunk or high. Oh, what were you saying?
That is a waste of spray cheese.
There was no point to me saying that to you. It just came up in my stream, and I thought I would share the happiness.
And And it's got 289 likes. No, you don't like anything like this. That just encourages more bad behavior with your food. Although, really, if this is something that you did make, if you wanted to earn my like, you would eat a piece of it.
So it's the Captain Morgan black spiced rum. It's apparently double charred in a blackened oak.
Oh, so they didn't like use Negroes?
No. I mean, I don't think so.
Because I could see where, somebody would think that sweat would be an ingredient.
Doc,
Mm-hmm.
I worry about you.
I would like to worry about me too, but I can't. Now now we kind of briefly talked about this, and good morning, Evil Deadhead.
Hi, pumpkin spice.
We kind of talked about this BTS, but I have a
There. Up, literally right by my ass, and I'm just like, can you not? Thanks. Like, there's so much couch to be had, and she chooses right by my ass.
well, that's what animals do. Animals like to be as close as possible. Remember, my favorite dog, the only thing that she ever wanted in life was to sit next to me. She didn't have to be on me. She just needed to sit next to me to be in physical contact. And that made her life.
I mean, that'd be fine if it was like just, next to me. But she's choosing like the worst, because she climbed over me to get next to my ass.
That is no, I don't care. I don't care how soft that you lob that pitch. You could throw that underhand and I'm still not going to have a response for it. I refuse. By the way, good morning to Green Thunder Dimighty.
Hi, Green. I can't. Guys, don't make me do words today. Like, I've been imbibing.
Well, you still have your safety valve, so. By the way, okay, so here's the deal. I think because I have my mind so incredibly focused on this rock trip that my body is now trying to change my body clock to start getting me ready to where I need to wake up when the sun comes up. So it's knocking my ass down for like the normal time where I'm an insomniac and rambling like a mad bastard. But yeah, I think that's what my body's doing. I think my body is trying to change and get set up for this thing, even though we still got 3.5 months? Yeah, somewhere around there. No, well, wait a minute. We're going to be the very end of May. So yeah, like 3 months. And it's weird too, because I'm in a couple of rock groups. Not like rock and roll, but mineral groups. And there's this one that has like 35,000 members to it. And anytime somebody posts, it's usually one of these. Hey, I just found this in my yard. What is it? And the first thing you want to respond to is, it's a fucking nuisance. Stop getting gravel from your driveway. Or, the more common smartass response because like nobody's got a PhD, but in the experienced groups, they call it leverite. Because if you pick up a rock that's completely valueless and stupid, you want to leave it right there. So, dad jokes kind of inherent in the hobby. Good morning, Gulf City Outlaw. I caught a little bit of you guys gaming. I didn't know what the hell the game was, though. But yeah, they were gaming, yesterday morning. So yeah, I think my body is going to give it its best shot to do this rock trip. I'm completely okay with that. I didn't get a chance though because I was out of whack and I went to sleep about 10 o'clock. I left a message, but I'm still trying to see if maybe I can get Queensboro to sponsor me just with like gear or giveaways. Because like the people that I meet out at the mines, I want to see if I can give them a, because I've got the merch all made up for my second channel, for my rock hounding channel, and I think I've shown some of it in the ward, and I think it's badass. I think they're really nice to look at, even better to wear. But I'm gonna be playing with that, and hopefully, all the mine owners that are going to give me an interview, because it's going to be kind of like a little miner doctor on call interview, where I sit down with the mine owners, or there's a few long-term experienced rockhounds that I'm going to be meeting up with, and they're going to give me the ins and outs of the mining that we're going to do around their area. So yeah, I'm going to sit down and talk with them for about 20 or 30 minutes, and hopefully be able to give them a nice little gifty. And I'm hoping that Queensboro will be all cool about it, because I'm like, hey, you guys can even put your Queensboro logo on the back of it. I'm completely okay with that. If we want to make up a bunch, I mean, if I'm going to have to pay for them, their logo's not going to be on it. But if they want to sponsor me in that way, then literally they can write it off as part of their advertising costs for the year. And I have silenced the room.
Right.
I like the design. I really do.
I do too.
And it's funny, what they do, which and I've got my rock hounding store through Teespring. What they do that fucking TeePublic doesn't, besides rape you on any potential profits, is you can order from them for cost. So like I could order up a bunch of my rock hounding shirts for like $11 a piece. The only thing that I haven't been able to talk to them about, because I do want to talk to them, they charge a 15% tax. And I'm like, where the fuck is that coming from? Because like the state rule is, if you do not have a distribution center, a warehouse, a production center, a brick and mortar store in that state, or in my state, then you can't charge tax.
Right.
Because it's not like they're paying off tax, and it's not like it's a federal tax, it's a state tax. So, yeah, I want to figure out what the fuck is up with that, because them charging 15%, shit, that's more than what Hawaii charges, and they're the worst. I think Hawaii's up to like 10 or 12.
Well, that's because for Hawaii, everything is basically an import. You know what I mean?
Well, anything that they do there, I mean, if you go to a McDonald's, you get charged like 10%. I remember the weird thing about North Carolina. If you go to a McDonald's, you get charged tax for the food, but not for the soft drinks. I thought that was weird. You're going in on everything else, but you're not charging for if I want to get a Sprite. Are you fucking kidding me?
Right?
Hmm.
Although I did bite into a Burger King. Remember the flat patty chickens? You know, the ones on
Yeah.
the long bun.
Hmm.
I did bite into one of those and it had a pus pocket in it.
Ah.
When you want a hot meal, it's not a big deal. Yeah, it was horrible because I bit and I heard a, and I pulled back and there was some type of green fucking substance, and I was like, "Oh, this is fucking gross." And I went into the store and I'm like, I'm like, "Look at this! I just bit into this. What the hell is this?" And the manager looked at it and he goes, "Well, that's gross." And I'm like, "You think? You fucking think?" Well, we can get you another one. No, I don't want another one like that. I don't want to eat at your restaurant again. I want you to take a picture of this because this was back before, phones had cameras. I'm like, I want a picture of this, and I want you motherfuckers to send that up to corporate. And they did. I don't know, was it Carolina or Atlanta where I was living? I forget which one. But like a week later, got a card in the mail. It was a punch card to where I could get a dozen free meals. And it didn't have like a time limit. It's like, oh, you get one per month. It's like, here are 12 free meals on a punch card. And yeah, I guess that was okay. But yeah, I've been really skittish around their chicken sandwiches.
Understandable.
Although I do like the actual fried chicken ones, and I do like their I did like their grilled chicken. Matter of fact, when I first started off with this, hey, I need to lose weight thing, way back in the day, that's the thing I would eat like almost 5 times a week is a Burger King grilled chicken. Because I could get like a packet of whatever dipping sauce that they had at the time, and just if I wanted to change up the flavor, I'd just smear some of that on it, whatever it was. Although, okay, can we talk a little more food here?
Yeah,
I've been watching the XFL, right? And
that's not food.
well, no,
Someone's got to.
well, no, I haven't been bombarded by commercials because anytime I want to watch something for my entertainment or edutainment, it's usually like a YouTube video, or I go to one of the pirate stream sites, and if I'm watching a television show, it automatically has all the commercials cut out of it, right?
Generally, yes.
So, now unless I'm watching like retro shit, like if somebody's got like a night of Fox programming in 1991, I like watching the cartoons or the commercials, the advertisements. But so I'm not exposed to commercials. Well, I saw something that I want to try now.
What was the dog?
Taco Bell buffalo chicken fries.
Yeah, those look pretty dope.
Matter of fact, here I'll put up I'll no context tweet a picture of that. Now,
The
apparently,
regular Taco Bell fries are awfully good.
now I haven't tried them. You know, we don't go out that much anyway, so you know the deal. By the way, good morning to Malachite. But I looked it up. Apparently, this is a $3 chuck. So for $3, I'd be willing to try that. I remember I tried. This was probably a couple years ago when they came out with a taco that the shell was made out of a chicken patty.
What?
Do you guys remember that one?
No, it's
I
only
remember-
been in select markets.
No, I remember that.
Well, we've been a test market for like every restaurant. Well, like I said, we're like one of the major 90-minute markets because you can get to like 3 different bigger cities than in 90 minutes. Then you'd really want to stay around. Let me see if I can find a picture of it. But yeah, we had Taco Bell breakfast forever. Like we've had Taco Bell breakfast for like 8-9 years.
Wow.
Because they always try that shit out. It's like we have the only Domino's pizza that's a 24/7. And here, pickle I will.
See, I've never even had Taco Bell's breakfast yet.
Their breakfast is not bad. I find their burritos better than, and here I posted the picture of they call it a naked chicken chalupa.
Oh, I'd eat that.
It wasn't bad, but good God, yeah, I had to make sure to have my teeth in because fuck, that chicken patty is chewy as hell.
I can almost guarantee fucking people that are loving that are also the same people that bitched about the fucking KFC, the Double Down.
Yeah, I
where
like
it
the
was
double
that-
down.
that- I did too. I actually got to try it. It was fucking delicious.
I like the grilled double down.
Oh no, I had to get the
I was good
The
with
pad-
I was good.
breaded patties. Yeah.
I was good with the grilled double down. Although they accidentally dropped one of the patties in some type of cleaning fluid, and I got sick and started vomiting. And
Oh.
once again, it was one of those deals where, well, we'll just send you a card for a bunch of free meals. And I'm like, I'm pretty fucking sure that I don't want any of your free meals.
Right.
Because I went and looked it up later on because the internet was now existing. Consecutively for like 6 or 7 years running, they have listed Kentucky Fried Chicken as the dirtiest restaurant chain. But they've had more health violations than any other national
they
chain.
The one that used to be here was pretty gross. But they were going to build a new one when they built the Taco Bell. There's going to be a combination. But the Taco Bell franchise owner fucked them over. So nobody can put a KFC in here. Due to, it's due to fucking franchise rights and shit.
Oh yeah,
It's ridiculous.
they're always half and halfers here. Like what is it? It's an A&W root beer stand, and what is it? Long John Silver's together, or Pizza Hut and a Taco Bell together.
Well, you see, one of the areas where you're going to be digging over in Keokuk, for the longest time, they still had an A&W stand, like one of the originals. But it closed a while back.
Well, we've had one running since the 1950s. It started out as A&W root beer stand, and the business around it was so good that even when A&W is like, nah, we're just going to pull out, we're not going to do this anymore. Somebody came right in, bought the property, kept everything together, and the only thing they couldn't do was advertise A&W. So
Right.
now for like the past 25 years or so, it's been the root beer stand. And I used to have a really awesome shirt that said, I got mugged at the root beer stand.
Nice.
I wore it out like a concert t-shirt.
There's a bar / tattoo / bike shop. About 2 hours from here. Place is called Poopies, and it actually their shirts and stuff say I got shit faced at Poopies. But yes, it is a bar / tattoo parlor.
I'm scared.
Well, they're separate. I mean, they're the same business, but they are like separate.
Yeah, they even have car hops that they underpay at the root beer stand.
Oh.
Yeah, it happens.
What I think actually drove out A&W, sadly, from Keokuk was they built a Sonic, like just down the road from it.
I would see where that would kill it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, here's a decent picture. This is my local root beer stand, and this thing's been around forever. Literally, I don't remember a time. I can't think back far enough to where a root beer stand didn't exist because it existed before I existed.
Mm.
But yeah, there's a picture of a root beer stand, but there's also another.
Oh yeah, that's an A&W.
Yeah, they just basically had to change the sign. Wait a minute.
We briefly had an A&W here, but like the franchise holders got divorced, and there went the restaurant.
Yeah, there's another place that sells like White Castle burgers called Voltzi's, and Voltzi's has been around. Voltzi's started when GM started here, so they've been around since the 40s.
Damn.
It's changed hands a couple of times, but it's been Voltzi's solid, I know, for at least 30 years. Wait a minute, they make something called Jesus. Okay, here's one of their gimmicks. It's called the Bill Clinton Divorce Finale Burger. It's got a half pound of onion. Well, wait a minute. It's a 14-pound burger.
Jesus.
It's got a half pound of onions, 20 slices of cheese on a 1-pound bun. It's $100. If you eat it in less than an hour, it's free.
If I eat any bit of that, there's going to be random noises coming from my bum.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Oh no, onions disagree with me. That's one of the reasons I don't eat onions.
Let's see. The Voltzi's latest creation is called the Donald Trump Burger. It's a 6-ounce patty with bacon in the grinder, placed on top of a bed of deep fried onions, sweet mustard, horseradish sauce, and American cheese.
Oh, that does sound good.
And of course, Voltzi says, the cheese brings it all together for a huge taste. That's as close as I'm getting to a Donald Trump impersonation. I know I should have perfected it because he's got 4 more years. But, yeah, I don't think so. But yeah, Voltzi's is pretty cool because they go like White Castle style, the little square burgers.
Sliders.
Yeah. Essentially, they are.
Which they can call them sliders. I mean, the term slider isn't copywritten.
I don't think they've ever called it a slider.
because there were places that were making sliders before White Castle was ever thought of.
He was it's funny because I don't remember them calling them anything but like hamburgers. And you can get like 10 of them for $12.
It's not bad. I've never eaten White Castle. I've had the frozen White Castles, but I've never eaten that at a White Castle because they're so fucking rare to find.
They are very much a different experience if you're having it at the restaurant. Because I've had the nukeable ones that you get in the grocer's case, but
they're okay, I guess.
yeah, if you get them there at the store, it's like my favorite thing is to go to White Castle and get myself a breakfast sandwich, a bacon, egg, and cheese breakfast sandwich. And what I ask them to do, and they're only on the west side of town, well, the northwest side of town, where apparently it's very racially diversified. Is that the buzz phrase for it? I'll go ahead and I'll go ahead and deal with it that way then. So all the brothers that are back behind the counter, I'm like, man, I really need me some of these. I need a 6-pack of them, but I need a favor. And they're like, well, what you need? And I was like, could you take that bacon and throw it in the deep fryer? Don't grill it. Just throw it in the deep fryer. And the first couple times that I did it, because we had a job that I was janitoring up around that area, so we kind of stopped by like every other day.
Right.
And first off, they were just kind of looked at me weird, and then I would walk in and they'd be like, "Oh, you the white boy who wants the deep fried bacon?" I'm like, "You're damn straight." And yeah, every single time, man, when I'd walk in, because they serve breakfast burgers in any time of the day, so their breakfast menu runs the same amount of time. And I'm not really a fan of the onion burgers. We had one that was, I mean, almost basically the exact same menu as White Castle, but down south they're called Crystals. And it's Crystals with a K. But yeah, they have like the sliders and everything that White Castle has, they have. But good God, man, there's nothing like getting bacon out of a deep vat fryer.
See, from time to time we'll make bacon burgers, and no, it's not a burger with bacon. No, it's burger made with bacon in it. In that you grind up the bacon just like you would the burger, and you mix it in with the beef. Oh my God!
Yeah, but you pre-cook the bacon, right?
No.
Oh.
You just gotta watch your temperatures.
Oh man,
But it comes out as the juiciest, tastiest fucking burgers.
I don't know, man. I'd be a little gun shy. Because usually what I'll do is I'll cook the bacon, and then because I always get crispy bacon, right? And I will crumble it up into the burger meat, and then I'll cook it.
Yeah, well, yeah, but you see that way you get a different. Doing what you're doing, you get a completely different texture.
No, yeah, but I'm not a chewy bacon guy though.
Oh, I prefer my bacon half raw.
Yeah.
I like it both ways, but it's just again, like to cook it, you got to make sure you watch your temperatures. You got to make sure it cooks all the way through. But it comes out so juicy.
Well, we used to do Halfers, which was hamburger and sausage.
Weird.
We used to mix that shit up, and we used to call them Halfers. And we would mix it up, and there was an art to it. You could not have a medium rare Halfer. It had to be done.
Mm-hmm.
Because of course,
same way with the bacon burgers.
yeah. So, yeah, that got those were kind of delicious. I haven't made those in quite a while, but Nursey is kind of a this is the only thing that I like. I'm not an adventurous eater, so that's why. Like we split up the duties finally to where I'm not cooking every night, and so she's cooking like 3 nights a week. I'm cooking 3 nights a week, and the kids cooking 1 night a week. And I'm like, listen, I'm not going to be around here for very much longer, so let me show you a couple things. Like, I showed her how to make fried potatoes tonight. And,
Pretty simple.
Yeah, it is. But she asked one of the best questions. Well, how do you know when they're done? And I'm like, unlike how your mother teaches you stuff, when the smoke alarm goes off, that doesn't mean that they're done.
No.
So I showed her like 2 different ways to figure out if your potatoes were ready. And,
feel, for me at least.
Yeah, I mean, well, the easiest way is take your spatula. If you can split apart the slice of potato with no effort, it's done. Mm-hmm. If it's browned correctly, then it's done. Nursey threw in if it was almost translucent, and I'm like, what the hell are you talking about?
Oh, well, it's kind of like with onions. When you cook them, they will, at a certain point, they will turn translucent.
Well, yeah, but potatoes don't because of the starch in them.
If they're sliced thin, and they'll start to get a little translucent.
Dude, I don't have that kind of skill left in my hand anymore. I got like
I know.
I managed to get through like 4 potatoes and started on the 5th, and my hand was fucking jello at that point. And I can't, I used to be ambidextrous as a kid, but they beat it out of you in school that you had to pick a hand. So my right hand went to shit, and I'm like, I can't cut this last potato. It's not going to happen. And there was much sadness.
Right. I learned a lot of stuff from working in different kitchens and shit. A lot of it fast food, but also from doing my own cooking. But like with meat, like steaks, it's feel. That way you don't have to run and grab a fucking thermometer, or you don't have to cut it open. You can tell by feel how done it is.
Well, yeah, you can always go by the SEER rule.
I'm not even going by SEER. I'm talking like you touch it, you can tell how squishy it is. Well, eventually the steaks, yeah. Eventually, it stiffens up.
Yeah, I taught actually a couple of people I know the finger feel, where pretty much you touch your pointer finger to your thumb, that's well done. Middle finger to thumb, that should be medium. Or no, vice versa. Sorry. But like that should have the same kind of feel. So if like you touch your thumb to your pinky and you touch the meat of your thumb, like on your palm, that's what a rare steak or a well done steak would feel like. If it ever feels like that, you might as well just, put it on your feet and wear it as your new shoe, because well done steaks, that's the only thing they're good for.
Right.
Medium is ring finger to thumb, feel the meat of your thumb. Middle finger that should be medium rare, and pointer fingers should be rare.
I have no fucking clue what you just said. I don't understand that a bit. But I will say good morning to Sweet Vale and good morning, Stan Ulch.
Oddly,
Yeah,
I
thank you.
understood it.
I
Thank you, Pickle.
I did not understand it at all.
Pickle
but
knows
I-
the trick that I use.
Yeah, I used to do a lot of grilling, so that's how I learned the feel with steaks.
Well, I can't. You know, my ability to have tactile sensory perception in my hands have been fucking shot for years.
Oh no, I'm just talking like when you take your tongs and you touch it and press down, you can tell just by how squishy it is.
Oh, now I can do the squishy thing, but they instilled the math in me too. Like for every inch of thickness, then it's X amount of time for rare, medium, and well. Like if you want to go, if you're on a regular grill flame, then you want to go, like if you're going for medium rare, you go, if it's an inch thick, then you go 4 minutes on each side and it should be done.
See, no one ever taught me. Like, I just kind of learned how to figure it out from watching like cooking shows on TV.
And no, Stan, the rule of thumb is something completely different. That's not what Cadet was talking about.
And one of my favorite cooking shows is about to come back.
Oh,
They're
which
bringing
one?
back Good Eats.
Nice.
What is Good Eats?
It's hosted by Alton Brown, and
Yeah.
it's kind of a scientific look at cooking. Only it's also like comedic too. It's very fun to watch.
It's pretty brilliant in some unique fashion.
Oh, I'm looking for a picture now. See if I've ever seen it.
It's a good show.
Well,
I
he's the
think
guy that's been hosting the Iron Chef for quite a while now.
See, I haven't seen
And he
Iron
also-
Chef in for years.
He was also doing the kitchen one. What was that called?
The one where he challenges them and they have to like play pranks on each other.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, what was
Yeah.
that one called? It was great.
I don't remember. So wait, I'm not the only like person who watches those random like cooking shows.
Sometimes.
Ever since I gave up cable in 2000, I would rarely watch any cable programming. So yeah, it's kind of rare for me. Like Food Network. I think I watched the one with the kids. I also watched the one where they were people who couldn't cook.
Oh God.
And they had to try to teach them how to cook.
Yeah, I know which one that is. Yeah.
Is there worst cooks in America?
Yeah, that was Worst Cooks. Cutthroat Kitchen, that was the one.
Cutthroat. Yes, thank you. That would have driven me nuts.
But no,
Oh,
right
my-
now they have where they're going over some of the old Good Eats, and he's like making corrections to shit that he had fucked up on, which is pretty cool.
Okay, so I
What
looked up Alton Brown and pranks. Yeah, apparently Reloaded is coming back next month.
Yeah, that's the one I was just mentioning, but they're going to be bringing back the full show.
I'm trying to see because the only two that are coming up are Good Eats and Cutthroat Kitchen.
Yeah.
Is Cutthroat Kitchen the one where they did the pranking?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. More or less the pranking. Like that's one way to put what it was sabotage. Like
Yeah.
it was not just pranks. It was just straight up vicious.
Like not being able to use your hands, or they take away like essential utensils that were needed for whatever they were making.
Mhm.
So they had to figure out different ways. Like sometimes they take away the stoves.
Oh god.
Fuck. I might have to watch
Did you ever
that.
see the one because like I like the tiny kitchen one
Uh-huh.
where
Or the
where
Halloween one where they had to wear like the costumes and shit that were like obstructing.
yeah.
Did they ever make anybody cook with an easy bake oven?
Yes, actually in
Yeah.
the tiny kitchen or whatever. One of the things was they had to use all the stuff that was in this little kitchen and in
Fucking OBS.
the same time as entertains me. But
Wow, that's the same feeling you get when you watch like Jerry Springer. So
no, I usually get like a sense of relief when I'm watching Jerry Springer
what? How so?
because it's not me.
Oh,
It's not me. It will never be me.
yeah. I
That
think
is.
hitting on the Schadenfreude aspect of it. I think that was really the deal. That's what they. I mean, that's what drives them.
Mhm.
I'm only showing 2 seasons of Cutthroat Kitchen.
I swear there's more than that. There's at least 4 or something, I thought.
I'm not positive on that. But but yeah, I mean, he's also still doing Iron Chef. Plus, he's doing the Good Eats Reloaded. Plus, trying to bring back Good Eats. So he's a busy dude.
Is he trying to bring back Anthony Bourdain?
No,
Let's be honest.
the person I'd figure would try to do that would be Guy Fieri.
Let's be honest, Anthony Bourdain, that was a mercy suicide.
I watched like one of his shows, and I just didn't like his I won't say aura, but his attitude towards like everybody and everything. He
Just
just
because he was an unpleasant East Coast prick.
yeah.
Although he did do one thing good once though. He referred to Rachel Ray as a human bobblehead.
He's also was a fucking heroin addict. So
Well, yeah, but it's like I didn't like and I still don't like Gordon Ramsay because like he is truly a Scottish prick. But people say, well, that's only that's something that he has to do.
well,
because it's a gimmick.
Kind of like with what they've done, what they did with Simon Cowell, is it's all played up for the American audience. If you watch like the British versions of shit with those guys in it, they're the nicest fucking guys.
That's because Americans like seeing other Americans get shot all over.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
maybe.
Look at our politics. Come on.
Well, you have to have a gimmick. You always have to have a gimmick to get over, especially if you're playing on a cable channel. So I can see where that would happen.
See, one of the things about like Gordon Ramsay is when it comes to adults who are like, oh yeah, I'm such like I know how to do this and that with my cooking and I'm so amazing, blah 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 blah. He's like, I'm gonna shit all over you. When it comes to kids though, he's just like, no, you got this. It's okay. We'll show you. We'll teach you the way.
Yeah.
And like I can respect that. I'm like, all right, you're being nice to the chillins.
Well, and again, like I said, also with Simon Cowell, he's the same way on these shows. You know, when it's kids, he's not mean at all.
Oh, and he was being goddamn nice when he did that that series when he went to a British prison and tried to teach prisoners how to cook to give them skills. I forget what the name of that was. No. No, Gordon Ramsay.
Well, that would make sense. You want to be nice to the prisoners so they don't rape you in your sleep.
Because they will. They will. Especially if you're Gordon Ramsay. Because they'll want to test that booty. Let's see if I can remember what it was called. You know what? Fuck it. Let's go to the Google machine.
Yeah.
I can't spell prison right. God damn. It's called Gordon Behind Bars. God, man. Talk about people who really can't think up a catchy title.
Well, if it was him, Ramsey, it was probably on Fox, so blame Fox.
No, it was like BBC 4.
Oh.
And apparently he did it for more than one season. I only ever saw one season.
Well, the BBC's made quite a few mistakes recently, so.
When Gordon Ramsay filmed one of his cooking shows in a prison, he challenged an inmate to an onion chopping competition. The inmate won. When he was released from prison, Ramsay hired a man to kill him in the streets of London. Oh, wait, no, sorry. No.
I believe it, though.
No, Ramsay hired him to work in one of his restaurants in London. So.
Aww.
So, I mean, either ending would have been a happy one for Gordon.
What are you? An idiot sandwich.
Oh, that's the 2 pieces of bread.
Mm-hmm. That's generally what constitutes a sandwich.
Yeah. Well, no. He put it around this girl's head, like Princess Leia buns. Well, I know. What are you? An idiot sandwich. But the one he's doing right now is that 24 Hours to Hell and Back. Have you guys watched that one?
No.
Where?
I don't watch. Okay, I don't care for Gordon Ramsay. I don't care for a lot of those, because all right, some chefs, I get it. Like French chefs and British chefs seem to be my 2 least favorites because of the fact that they're so fucking snobby and snotty and posh about it's going to be this way and you must do it this way, or stupid Americans cannot get their recipes right and you'll have to cook it just the right way. And it's just like, ew, you guys are gross about this. It's, I understand that you don't really you don't really get it when it comes to seasoning shit because your white glow in the dark asses barely see what sunshine is. So it's not like you can even really do much in your body to process things like, I don't know, salt. So seasoning stuff is beyond you. So, this is too spicy for me. We get it. You have no sense of taste buds. They literally just put a little bit of garlic, stop being a little bitch about it.
Yeah. But one of my favorite ones was when Gordon Ramsay would go into a Mexican restaurant. The one comment he had that stuck in my head was He was like, "You may be from Mexico, but you've never cooked any Mexican food in your fucking life."
That's
Because
probably not a lie, though.
now I tell you what, the one that got me kind of hooked on watching cooking shows was a dude by the name of Jeff Smith. Do you remember him?
No.
No.
He was also known as the Frugal Gourmet.
Mhm.
He was a kitty diddler.
Was he?
I believe that came out after the fact.
Oh, I hope not, because I really enjoyed watching. That's one of the few things I enjoyed watching on PBS.
You're
that's
leaving
right.
out you're leaving out the best cook of all.
Oh, I know Julia.
Well, okay. Okay, technically you're right, but I was talking about recent times. The fat Southern woman who's Lex saying the N word.
Pauline.
Paula Dean. So let me go into this real quick. My love of Paula Dean after that whole incident had happened. So I was walking over to Muffin's house before she'd moved. This was a few years back. It was really recent after the Paula Dean incident. And I had said something along the lines of like, I'd lick you like a stick of butter on a hot summer day or something like that. Like something really random from my mouth because this is just what I do, especially when it comes to Muffin. And she's like, "What are you, Paula Dean now?" I'm like, "No. Otherwise I'd call you a nigger." And then apologize it. And then apologize for for it 20 years later. And she's like dying laughing. I'm like, wait. And I wouldn't even apologize to you for calling you that. I would just apologize for having said the word. And so like she and I would like send each other Paula Deen stuff. Like there was a Paula Deen Valentine's card or whatever. And that woman has a love of butter
Mhm.
that
Yep.
just touches my heart and clogs it in a way that I need. Like, mwah, she's brilliant.
Well, it's like when I was making the fried potatoes tonight. I mean, I used like a fucking ladle full of butter, and they're like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm frying potatoes." Well, shouldn't you use like oil or something? I was like, "Why when there's perfectly good butter around?" But isn't that bad?
Oil is gross.
It's like, well, isn't that bad for your heart? I'm like, you guys are gonna fucking die anyway. Shut up, eat it.
Besides,
You know,
flavor of butter 20 billion times better than the nothingness of oil. Like, and on top of that, like if your butter, if your food is like greasy or whatever from the butter, that's just more flavor. If it's like
Yeah.
greasy and stuff from the oil, you have to like take a paper towel and try and dry that shit off because otherwise it just leaves your mouth feeling gross.
Right.
the only time it's acceptable to not use butter if you're doing fried potatoes is if you got that magic jar of bacon grease.
Yes.
Fuck yes.
We always have a jar of bacon grease in the house, but that's mainly just because the refried bean recipe we use requires bacon grease.
Yeah, my grandmother, I never understood it until because I was kind of a latchkey kid, and my mom worked like many jobs, so us kids usually got handed over to the grandparents every so often, and one of the few times that I could commune with my grandmother or my grandfather was when they were cooking, and she thought that was that bacon grease was fucking liquid gold, and no matter how bad things are, no matter how freezer burnt your food may be, a little bit of bacon grease will fix that shit right up, and she was right.
My grandparents are the reason why with my grilled cheese, I swear by fucking Colby Jack.
I don't know. I really enjoy Super Sharp.
I like a nice fucking chewy, stringy cheese, like Colby Jack when it melts.
Okay. Let me ask this to all of you.
Yeah, panel question.
Yeah, panel question.
Yeah.
How do you eat string cheese? And Pickle, we'll start with you.
Okay, well, it depends. If it's just like regular plain string cheese, yeah, you know, pull it apart and eat it like that. But then you get like Save a Lot. Save a Lot has like these smoked string cheese, which
Well.
is fucking awesome. And I'll do it like that sometimes, but sometimes I just take them by the stick and just chomp down on them. They're just so good.
Okay. Good done.
No, ask Addie
Oh,
first.
okay. I was just going down the list. Okay. Addie.
Well, clearly you pull them apart, or otherwise, what's the point?
I'm kind of falling in that camp too. Good done.
So what I do
Mm-hmm.
is I will bite the ends off. Like I will take one end and just like barely bite it off and then start to pull the cheese so that it comes out with like one little cap and like a long string. And then like I just slowly like nom the little string bits and I will repeat with the other end. And then I go around like just pulling string by string by string, just all around instead of like just down in a line and stuff like that. Because I want it to stay as round as possible, and that's like one of my weird little things.
Anybody
I'll
else's
pull-
dick got really, really hard just now because of all the things you said.
Generally, yeah.
Making sure. Proceed.
So like, Hi, welcome back, gaming.
Thank you.
How's your anonymous sex gaming?
There was no goddamn sex out here. I told you I went to eat, and then I finished watching a fucking movie that I was watching.
And what
Well,
movie? And what movie did you finish watching?
No life, no game, something like that.
Oh, no game, no life.
Yeah. I didn't thought it was that good. I like the anime more, the actual show.
I just watched. It was a documentary called Holy Hell, and it was about this guy who was a failed actor, and he basically made up a cult for people, where since he talked to God, he knew that he had the gift.
Mm-hmm.
And God, I forget what the guy's name is. He had a Hispanic last name, but he kept changing his name because this was back in the late '80s and early '90s. But it was a cult of like good-looking people, and the only people that he ever wanted to have around him were good-looking people. And he always said, "You know, I work out on the daily, and all my looks are natural." Well, they found out that he, and it was funny because the first picture that they showed, I'm like, that bitch has had cosmetic surgery. And it turned out that, yes, he had cosmetic surgery. He said he could speak like 4 different languages, and the only one he could speak was English. And then they found out that he was even a failure at gay porn. Yeah, that's
How do you fail at gay porn?
I don't know,
Not
but
taking it in the ass.
well, he was taking and giving, working for a living, but apparently he didn't get very good mail or viewer feedback.
Mm.
So they're like, yeah, fuck off. But they kept catching up with him because he would like once his shit was busted out in California, he went to Texas because one of his followers bought him a house.
Oh.
And he stayed down in Texas. He changed his name and everything. Stayed down in Texas until everybody caught up with him. And then he moved to Hawaii. and then they caught up with him, and now he's somewhere, and nobody knows where he's at.
I will move almost anywhere if somebody bought me a house. Like,
Well, it was an affluent suburb in Texas too.
like, done deal. Okay.
Oh, by the way, I had a dream, Cadunt, that I did get the YouTuber house in Arizona, but it ended up being like that. It was based off a video game. Where they believed that they were reincarnations of characters from a video game.
Oh no.
God damn it! What is it? It's a real thing. It actually happened. But a bunch of YouTubers got together. Oh, fuck.
That's.
But yeah, a bunch of YouTubers got together, and it just turned into, it just turned into a complete and total shit show. Like, I believe they were talking about, oh fuck, what was it? Was it, yeah, it was, Zeph and his crew a couple years back. We're talking about, trying to build a YouTuber house.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't honestly think that it would probably work out. Well, now,
Well, not with him.
yeah, because I would say at this point, I'm completely okay with the non-sexual thing now. I mean, come on, I'm going to be dead soon anyway, so I've had enough sex to get me to my point of death, so I really don't give a fuck.
Mm.
But yeah. Oh, Final Fantasy. That's what they thought they were. They thought they were they thought that they were characters that were rebirthed into the real world. That the personalities that were in the game were actually their personalities. But
Which Final Fantasy?
I don't know which. Frederick Knudsen's got a great breakdown on it. He's the guy who does all the down the rabbit hole vids.
Mm-hmm.
And his stuff is pretty awesome. If you guys haven't subbed out to Frederick Knudsen, you really do need to. Because his shit, if you love when people are just like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Or I think I'm going insane. You watch one of his videos, you feel much better about your life. He's done one on the Final Fantasy house. He did one on the Finger family. Another cool one called Mouse Utopia Experiment. Some really, really interesting shit. Here, wait. Here's a link to his channel. I put that there.
I was just saying, I just looked up that video.
Which one?
The Final Fantasy house.
Yeah.
And it looks like it's probably characters from 7 because it has a picture of Zach Fair on the front, on the thumbnail.
Dude, I complete ignorance when it comes to Final Fantasy because I only ever played 1 and 2 off floppy disks, and they actually had a combat system. But yeah, I'm gonna leave that to you guys' expertise. I had no fucking clue who any of these characters were from Final Fantasy, but the story was fascinating enough to keep me watching for about an hour.
Zach is the main character of Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core, which he's also referenced quite a bit in Final Fantasy VII. So, because I'm not going to spoil anything, but yeah.
This is an
Okay.
Cool character, though.
Okay, apparently Frederick also did just like a quick breakdown of the people, who they were and who they thought they were.
Mm.
Hey, come on. Doesn't there have to be at least one person who's a part of all of this? It's just like, this is bullshit, but I got a place to stay.
It's like, I'm just gonna play along, but it's crazy.
Yeah. All I have to do is wash the dishes once a week, maybe sweep the floor, and I get to stay here. Fuck yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, no. I've been talking with my cousin who lives down in Flagstaff, and he's talking about the market is pretty good down there, and you could probably get a decent house that would still need a little work to it for about $30K. And I'm like, okay, but $30K means how many rooms? And he's like, oh man, they're pretty decent around here. You can probably get about four rooms. And I'm like, well, the Heaven's Gate cult maximized their space with bunk beds. Except for me, motherfucker. I will not be in a bunk bed. I want to make sure my feet hit the ground and that nobody has any nocturnal emissions above me. So yeah, I get a bedroom.
Well,
myself.
you see with the Heavens Cult, they couldn't do that because they were all fucking castrated.
Well, they could pee their pants though.
This is true.
I mean, if you cut your Jimmy off, wouldn't that leave the hole unmonitored? I mean, what do they do? Like put a little cork in it or something?
I don't know. All I know is with Heavens, they were all fucking made into eunuchs and shaved their heads and wore their same sneakers.
Mm-hmm. And those weren't cheap sneakers back then.
No, because they were fancy fucking red Nikes.
Yeah, they were loving on the Nikes. Okay, so apparently there was 4 or 5 people that lived in the Final Fantasy house, and each of them had to adopt a character, or basically say, oh, I am the reincarnation of whatever. I don't get it.
That's weird.
If I did invite people over, like as a crash pad or roomies, I'll tell you this, man. If we're gonna get personas, then I think we need to take them from Bomberman. What? You don't like Bomberman?
No, if I was going to take a persona from a video game, it'd probably be a persona from Persona.
I don't know that one.
Don't know.
Yeah, I'm not even going to get into it because the Persona games are a giant fucking rabbit hole.
What about just picking a character from the Whitest Kids You Know?
Never seen it.
Oh, can I be the one lady who talks about the old glory hole?
I like the
And then
I like the cowboy who uses Stegosaurus porn to get horses off.
I also like the Hitler rap.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite songs. Like straight up.
The Whitest Kids You Know
Brilliant.
are literally the spiritual successors of Kids in the Hall. Just a bunch
are
of
they as funny?
Yes, they are.
Okay.
Because they've
I'll check them out.
because they got like the American sense of humor, and for some reason I keep thinking they were Midwesterners, like up around Michigan. But yeah, they're a comedy team, and they showed up on IFC, the International Film Channel, and they
Mhm.
and their episodes were only like 10 minutes long, maybe.
Weird.
So they do like 2 or 3 skits, and then they were out. I guess they were done as filler for the movies that IFC was playing.
Aha.
I don't remember what channel it was. I do remember, like, that they were brilliant, and you need to go and look them up now so you can enjoy their brilliance.
Yeah,
'Cause
you
it's so good.
you can actually just type in WKUK and on YouTube, and it'll pull them up.
Okay.
WKYK.
No, the whitest kids, U with a U. No.
Oh, see, I always was able to find it just fine with WKYK.
Don't even start talking about KY.
But yeah, I mean, if they're comparable to Kids in the Hall, then hell yeah, I'll check them out.
Oh, they're so worth it.
And
To me.
and since they were on IFC, they could cuss.
Uh-huh.
Doc,
Uh-huh.
we need to play the Hitler rap.
I just no context tweeted their logo. Wait, here, let's see if I can find it in an expeditious manner.
Hitler rap is my shit, dog.
All right, there it is. God, okay, I remember this one. Now there's no way that I can let you guys sync to hear the sound, but I can play it for the audience. They're showing that they were on Fuse.
That's probably what I watched it on then.
Where is? There's my window capture screen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, just so we can get a copyright strike, let's go ahead and play the Hitler rap.
H-I-T-L-E-R, driving down the streets in a fancy car. Said H-I-T-L-E-R, thought we'd never make it, but here we are.
The name is A, and I'm back in command, cause I'm the illest pure representing Deutschland. Reich 1, Reich 2, Reich 3, that's me, the mastermind behind World War 3. No 2, my bad, oh well, started over, been gone for so long, but now I'm back and I'ma show you everybody Hitler hating when they speak my name. But it's a new millennium, man, the Fuhrer's changed. And what I bet y'all didn't know is now I'm down with the Jews, the gypsies, homosexuals, and retards too. Because I stopped burning people, started burning CDs, stopped battling the world, started battling MCs, just started busting rhymes, finally found my groove, and now the SS on my jacket stands for super smooth.
H-I-T-L-E-R, driving down the streets in a fancy car. Said H-I-T-L-E-R, thought we never make it, but here we are. Said H-I-T-L-E-R, driving down the streets in the fancy cars.
I have to pause this for just a second to say, oh yeah, we're going to get struck.
Said H-I-T-L-E-R, thought we never make it, but here we are.
To all the Aryans in the area that are carrying rhymes, and neo-Nazis better watch me catch on up with the times. When other rappers see me coming, yo, they run and they hide. I grab the mic and commit lyrical genocide. Cause when it comes to dropping hooks, there is none greater. Throw a finger to my public, then I grab my dictator. Cause I'm flexing my might and I'm showing my strength. I'll get your lady O and get her moaning. No longer Nazi, but I still like to party. And there are plenty women up in here with master racy bodies, blonde hair, blue eyes, you know I like them that way. Yo, Goring, you got something to say? Driving down the street in my Panzer tank, sitting drinking Chris with my bitch and Frank. And when I step into the clubs, you know I'm stepping with style. I raise my left hand, party people say hi. Got a page from Emma Braun that I'll say that I miss. There's a party up at Schindler's and I'm on his A-list. Cause I put my past behind, y'all can think what you will, but no more propaganda, it's triumph of the ill.
H-I-T-L-E-R, driving down the streets in a fancy car. Said H-I-T-L-E-R, thought we never make it, but here we are. Said H-I-T-L-E-R.
That's it, that's my ride. Be out of here. Give it up, West Berlin.
Okay, everybody, let's start this meeting here. Sam
right.
just got.
Yeah.
So good.
I like the thing where look, they're advertising the show that we're doing right now in my recommended menu. Are you fucking kidding me?
I've seen that before.
Okay, so Kadant, were you happy with the Hitler rap?
I'm always happy with it. I'm always happy with almost anything from Whitest Kids You Know. Again, the first one that usually comes to mind. And the main thing about the Hitler rap is I can almost always find the gif of him doing that dance. Like that is one of my that weird little thing with his like shoulders and shit like that, where he's just like, I can always find a gif of that. But on top of that is when it comes to Whitest Kids You Know, the old glory hole.
Yeah.
Not to be compared with the new one.
Because it's because it's like a whole skit crew, you know?
Yeah.
And one of them is like this, you know, thicker kind of guy, and he'll dress up as a woman. And in one of the things that he does is when he's like dressing up as a woman, he's like, "Let me guess, you were at the old glory hole." And it's just so, it sat with me for such a long time because I could hear it every single time because of how he draws that out. And then do you remember the skit about the grape?
No.
Yo, hold on. Whitest Kids You Know.
Wait a minute. Here, I'll.
Grapist. There we go.
Richard! Candace!
I thought I'd find you here.
What are you doing here?
There's so many. They're all so
I thought I
good.
told you to wait in the car.
It entertains
Wait,
me.
Kadant.
Candace, I'm kind of busy right
Yeah,
now.
are you gonna play
I'm
it?
playing it right now.
I can explain this.
13 years of marriage, and time after time, I find you back here at the old GD glory hole.
I'm sorry, I was weak.
Get out of the glory hole, Richard.
Okay, are you mad? Can we talk about this?
We can talk about this, but first, you need to get out of that glory hole.
I want you to know that you're 100% right, and I'm wrong. And I just...
Get out of the glory hole.
Okay, I will. Candace, I love you, and I know we're meant to be together. But lately, it seems like, and maybe it's me,
All the time you're telling me this, and you have your thing stuck in that glory hole. You hate me, don't you?
Yes.
You said yes.
Oh, no, I wasn't saying yes to you. Sorry, I was saying yes to the glory hole.
I can't believe you can look me in the eye while some strange man is performing sin on you.
Whoa, who said anything about it being a man? That's the beauty of the glory hole, is that you don't know who's on the other side. It could be anybody from...
Richard, get out of the glory hole.
Okay, I will.
Get out.
I will.
Out of the glory hole.
Hold on, wait, time out.
Get out.
Time out.
What?
Time out, Candace.
Richard!
Okay.
Get out!
All right, wait,
Out!
shh.
Okay, what?
Did you hear that? Someone's in here. I heard someone get in here. Be quiet. Shh.
Rich!
Okay.
Get out!
I will.
Out
All right.
of the
I will.
glory hole!
Just wait.
Out of the glory hole now! Get out!
Just wait.
Get
1 second. Please, wait. Hold on. Okay, I'm finished.
Yep. There you go. So yeah, that's the Whitest Kids You Know. Pretend it's a radio station. WKUK.
it just brings me so much joy. Okay, all right. Can we just do Grapist now?
Oh Jesus. Okay.
Yeah.
I even had it preloaded. So okay, here we go. This one's gonna be a little longer, but what the hell? We're gonna get struck anyway. Let's.
Hey, nothing wrong with long.
Okay. I was always told girth was good too.
You kids look like you could use a delicious fruity beverage!
Who are you?
Might I suggest Fizzy Pop's Grape Blast? The new soda from Johnson & Hedges. Open wide, kids, because I'm gonna grape you in the mouth!
He's going to what them in the mouth?
He's gonna grape them.
He's going to grape them.
Yeah, in the mouth.
Right.
Sure. There's more.
No, I'm sorry. All right, well, I'm not sure that I'm comfortable with the catchphrase, I'm gonna grape you in the mouth for our new mascot.
Yeah,
I mean...
We're just not sure about that one. Yeah, we might want to workshop it a touch.
Really? Why? That's his thing. He grapes people. He grapes people in the mouth.
We're just not exactly sure that
He sneaks into little kids' rooms in the middle of the night, and he grapes them in the mouth.
Okay, see, because I think that the reason that I'm a little hesitant is because to me, it sounds like he's saying, he's going to rape them.
What? Oh, no. No. What? Oh.
I'm sorry,
Sir, get your mind out of the gutter. He's a grape. How is a grape gonna rape a kid? What are you talking about?
But it sounds like
it's a grape commercial, sir.
I love it. He, grapes the kids.
Okay, I mean, if I'm in the minority here, we can keep going.
Come here, kids! I'm gonna tie you to the radiator and grape you!
Okay.
What? Why'd you stop it?
I'm gonna tie you to the radiator and grape you?
What?
I'm going to rape you! No, that's what it sounds like he's saying.
Okay. So now we know where the tying to the radiator thing came from. We'll continue.
Love it.
Really?
Are you back on this rape thing again?
Why was he gonna tie them to a radiator?
That's how he grapes people. That's what he does.
No!
He's the grapist.
The grapist? That's his name?
The Grapist. Classic.
This is obviously a rape scenario.
What? Why are you trying to twist a children's soda commercial into your weird, sick, sort of twisted, pervy...
Why were they running? Why was that child screaming mom?
Well, that kid is a horrible actor, and the next time we shoot the commercial, we're going to use somebody else, because the thing is...
These kids were obviously horrified.
Not that girl. Look, she's totally asking for it.
What?
Look at her. She's begging to get graped.
Will you listen to yourself?
Look what she's wearing.
Look what she's wearing?
It's purple.
Oh. Okay. No!
Grape those kids. I love it.
Look, do you guys want the commercial or not?
Yes, we want the commercial. Of course we want the commerce
We want it.
Here's the paperwork.
I just have some serious reservations about this whole thing.
Do you mind?
No, not at all.
Buy some today and get a free grape whistle.
A grape whistle? Really?
Okay, when I'm finished graping you, I'm gonna go upstairs and I'm gonna grape your mother and your father, and then I'm gonna take your whole family down to the basement and grape you all for decades and decades.
See, I think this is too much. I think it's too much.
Shh.
Oh, good God. I hope you are happy, Kadan. I hope you were happy. I'm gonna tie you to the radiator and grape you. You know what I mean? Know what I'm saying?
Such a good one. Yes, I'm happy.
Okay. So yeah, that's Pickle. That's the kind of humor you can expect from the whitest kids you know.
Look at her, she's totally asking for it.
Look what she's wearing.
Are you serious right now? She's wearing purple. Oh.
Oh, no!
I'm graping you. I'm gonna go upstairs. I'm gonna grape your mother and your father.
And they're gonna take you down in the basement?
Oh, okay.
Well, long as you're having fun. Oh my. But, yeah.
Duck.
Yes. Yes, good on.
How do you feel about shilling soon?
Yeah, soon enough. Do we want to play the Okay, you can choose. We can either do What Really Happened to Abe Lincoln, or the Call of Duty sketch.
Shit. You know what? Abe Lincoln, because that one. Okay. No, just do it. I'm gonna shut up now.
It wants to play the Grapist again. Okay, there we go.
He's trying to grape us.
Oh, Hamlet, 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 Hamlet. The vampire army has taken the city.
We must check the castle tower and make sure that no vampire have gotten into our home base.
You wait here. I'll go check the castle.
Yes, you do that.
Oh my God, Hamlet! I just saw a fucking vampire! It bit me right in the neck!
Oh no!
Save yourself, Hamlet! Shit!
Othello, I will avenge you. And rid this castle of the vampire scourge that has taken this fair city. I shall hunt each and every one down in this town and drive a wooden stake through their heart. All this for my friend Othello.
Oh no! Hamlet, turn around! He turned into a vampire! He's gonna bite you! Oh shit! Hamlet, I can't watch this! Hey everybody, I can't watch this!
Well, some of us are trying to.
John, please. Who said that? Which one of y'all dead motherfuckers just said that shit? Was it you, String Bean? You skinny ass looking motherfucker? Turn around and say it again! Turn around and say it again! Turn around, say it
Will
again!
you please be quiet?
John, that is the President of the United States.
I don't care who it is, he's ruining Hamlet.
Oh! Now you fucked up! Now you fucked up! Now you fucked up! You have fucked up now! Now you fucked up! 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 Now you have fucked up!
Mr. President, will you please be quiet?
Suck my presidential cock, bitch! You fat ass piece of shit! You tubbalard looking motherfucker! What? 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 Hey! What? What? Huh? I don't know why you're looking up at me, bitch. Play's on stage. I'm not putting on a play up here. I'm trying to be entertained right now.
Mr. President, be quiet.
John, calm down.
Listen to the woman, John. Calm down. Just calm down. Calm down. Just calm down. Calm down. Hey, Acty, stop the play. Acty! Ho! Acty! Hey! Ho! I gotta go to the bathroom. I drank too much liquid. Now I gotta piss. I got a bottle. I got a bottle. It's all right. Rewind the play 5 minutes, though, because that fat piece of shit was talking. I couldn't pay attention to what you guys was doing. So rewind the play 5 minutes. And you shut the fuck up.
That's it. I'm gonna do what I should have done a long time ago.
John, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna beat him to death with this hammer.
What? John! John!
Oh, what are you doing, Skinny? What are you doing, you fat piece of shit? Where's he going? What's that fat piece of shit doing now? Oh, shit! Ah! Ow! Ow! He's hitting me in the butt! He's hitting my butt! Don't break my butt! Don't break my butt! He's breaking my butt!
Ladies and gentlemen, that is what actually happened on that fateful night all those years ago. American historians and documentarians believe that the actual events were far too embarrassing for our fledgling nation to endure. But Abraham Lincoln actually got hammered in the ass so much that he died of being hammered in the ass. Thank you. Good night.
Okay, there you go. And then what? Cadunt, was that the one that you remember?
Yes, more or less.
Because there's
I feel like there's another one though.
There is. Wrote a song about it, like a hit.
Here it goes.
Bing.
Mr. President, would you like anything before the second act begins?
Yeah, I would love a Diet Coke, please.
And I will have a birch beer.
She'll have a Diet Birch beer. Thank you.
Now you fucked up.
Oh,
now
honey,
you
by the way,
fucked
I
up.
almost forgot.
Now you fucked up.
Congratulations
Now you
on winning the
fucked up.
Civil War.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it had some ups and downs, some peaks and valleys, but
Sure,
I'd say
they
all
lost
in
their
all, as
energy.
wars go, I think it
I
went
know.
pretty well.
It's
That's
about.
great.
I'm a little.
You know,
I'm
I ran
still
into
drinking,
Ulysses
bro.
today.
How is he?
He's doing very well.
You know, we should have him and Charlotte with us, Grant, over for dinner sometime.
Totally.
Nah, fucked up.
Okay.
Oh, and I heard from Becky, who heard from Gloria, that the British are going to invade again.
Really?
Yes,
Woman,
Gloria
we
heard it
play
at
in the
her
other
bridge
one.
club.
Do
At her
it.
bridge
Do
club.
it.
Yeah, you might want to think about attacking them or something.
Yeah, I'm not really worried about that, Mary.
Well, you weren't really worried about the South seceding from the Union either, and look what happened there.
I was worried about that. That's all I... Oh!
Sic Semper Tyrannis.
Ow! What does that mean? What is that, a phone book?
Sic Semper Tyrannis.
Security!
Hey, what's the problem over here?
This guy just wandered in and he hit me in the head with a phone book.
Hey, is that true?
Why don't you stay out of it?
What did you say to me?
Nothing.
Get out of the theater!
Make me.
I'm sorry about that, Mr. President. Everything okay?
My head hurts.
All right, well, enjoy the show, okay? Let me know if you need anything.
Gosh.
Well, that was interesting. You know, you shouldn't just write off what Gloria has to say. She has a knack for these sorts of things.
I'm not going to invade England, Mary.
Well, just think about it.
I'm not going to think about it. All right, can we change the subject? How are you enjoying the play?
I like plays.
I know you do.
Oh, by the way, are we still going to go to the Wagners for dinner tomorrow evening?
That's tomorrow evening?
I don't even know why I tell you anything, Abe. You know, you'd forget your own butthole if it wasn't glued to the back of your ball.
Mary, language. Oh!
Sic Semper Tyrannis.
Oh, what is that, an orange? Security!
What? Hey, I told you to... Oh.
Ass. Orange is really hurt.
I told you so.
You told me what?
I told you last year.
You told me last year some guy was going to hit me in the head with an orange?
Well, obviously you don't
Sic
remember.
Semper Tyrannis.
Hey! Hey! Security!
Hey, get out of here! Jeez, douchebag! That man is a troublemaker.
He threw my hat away.
Forget about it, Abe.
But I always want to wear that hat now.
Forget about the hat, Abraham.
But I want that to be my thing, I told you.
Well, you still have the beard, okay? That's good enough. Just be quiet and relax, and let's watch the rest of the play, okay?
Now that guy's wearing my hat.
What are you doing? You look like a crazy person.
I don't know if you've noticed, Mary, but there's a man who's been assaulting me lately.
Eat you, Tyler! Ow! Ow! Security! Hey, buddy! I thought I told you to get out of the theater.
I got out of the theater, then I came back in the theater.
I see you got back in the theater. You're gonna march your ass right back out of the theater.
I'm gonna march out of this theater, then come back with a gun and shoot this guy in the head.
You don't got the balls!
I'm nuts to you!
Get the f out of the theater!
Yep. No, yep. Wait a minute. Okay. I want to see if there's the... I wonder if I can find the water balloon episode. Ah! Okay. I promise this will be the last one.
All of them.
I really do like this one. It's so absurd. It makes it very much worth it. Okay, here we go. This is the water balloon sketch.
You sell horse parts?
No, sir, I do not.
Then what do you sell?
Well, I'm glad you asked. I'm here straight from Carson City. Been traveling 2 straight days to spread the word about the amazing new invention that sure as hellfire's going to revolutionize the Old West.
Well, spit it out, little fella. I ain't got time to gab. I got a broken horse over there.
A man of few words. I like that. Let's get to the point. Take a look around this town. What do you see that's missing?
Well, old Jim got his chin blowed off by that drunk Chinese last week.
No, I don't think I sell chins. I mean, look around you. What do you think is missing?
Well, I guess a stable form of government. I mean, we ain't had a lawman around these parts since Sheriff Jenkins got his guts blown out by that drunken Chinese.
No! What's missing from this town is merriment.
Merry mince?
Joyousness, childlike wonder.
Go on.
I have come here with a contraption that brings a lighthearted sense of carefree fun to this town. I present to you the water balloon.
Water balloon?
Tell me, sir, when was the last time you guffawed out loud?
Oh, God, I guess it would have to have been before the fever took my little peeper. I'll take 5 of them.
5 water balloons coming right up.
What in the hell?
You sell water boobs?
Oh, water balloons. Yes.
I got a score to settle. Give me 10.
All right, you snake in the grass! Son of a bitch! Take this! Hey! What did I do?
I need your biggest water baboon.
I'm afraid they only come in one size.
Then I gotta go pay that drunken Chinese a visit. I got a score to settle.
Well, wait a minute. I might have something to help you settle this score of yours. Ta-da! The water noodle.
And that's like a water balloon? What in the hell?
It's a little different than a water balloon. You get it wet, and you smack people with it.
I'll take 2.
Well, howdy, Bill.
Oh, violence.
I need some more water balloons.
Did you enjoy your first set?
Very much so. Do these work with pee?
Oh, well, I suppose so. A liquid is a liquid. Back again so soon.
You sell bullets?
Sure do.
On a somber note, during the entire period in which this sketch took place, slavery was legal.
And blacks?
Just got a new shipment in today.
See?
There you go. Ah. You son of a bitch! That was my pee! So yeah, entertaining. Fun for the whole family.
Fun for me, at least. But I'm fairly easily entertained.
I think we can all say we have some type of entertainment that we can take with us.
Back to the old glory hole.
What is your fascination with the glory hole?
God, it's the one that sticks with me.
I guess it's better to stick with you than to you.
I mean, it's quite a mouthful. All right, let's just do the shilling now. Let's do it now.
Right.
Shall we? Shall we go to after stream? Are we done?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's do that because we lost the poor youth from Florida. He's gone now. Yeah. But he's not.
Well,
but he's not forgotten.
Well, in his stead, I will do his show for him. Are you ready for this?
Oh, okay.
Subscribe.
I miss it. It doesn't have the accent.
Just put a dick in your mouth.
Subscribe.
That was actually fairly accurate. Right there.
Okay. Well, please continue, Pickle.
I'm the Full Metal Pickle. You can find me over at the Full Metal Pickle channel. I do a late night stream on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday nights called Nocturnal Transmissions, your midweek pre-IRS destination. 12 p.m. Or midnight Eastern.
You want to take two on that, or you good?
Nah, I'm good.
Okay. Addie?
Meh.
Okay. Kadant, what would you like to show?
My voice is for rent. If you guys want to rent out me saying things in this kind of tonality. Oh, I cannot do a super Asian too. I don't get it. And I sell loot boxes.
Like those that I just put on the screen.
Yeah, that's me in that. By the way, if you guys can see that well enough, I am naked underneath that sheer piece of clothing.
Naked under your clothes?
I'm actually, yeah, I'm naked under my clothes.
Oh my.
I'm trying really, really hard to be like a thought, but at the same time, I don't want to have like, cause so many of these girls out there are just like, they'll just put like a little emoji over their twat hole, and I'm like, you're bad at advertising. Like, oh, I wonder what's behind the heart emoji or the winky face with the tongue out emoji. Like, it's your twat. I'm like, come on, think better.
Okay, so it's like adaptable. There's no specific like twat emoji.
I don't know, just put their faces as an emoji because they're a bunch of twats. I don't know, like it's
because I was thinking, if they're not that good looking, then it would be like the little Mr. Yuck face.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I sell loot boxes. They're tasteful loot. They're almost like burlesque photos. I did it really artsy, because some semblance of mystery is always a good idea.
Here, I'll even go ahead and no context tweet a Mr. Yuck face, just in case anybody needs it. There you go. Ow. Shit sticking to my lips. Now.
Oh, also, if you're looking for the finest in TeePublic Store merchandise, then look no further than Doc Griffin's TeePublic Store. That's right, Doc Griffin's TeePublic Store, with a variety of different designs, from Sir Adamantine to IRS, all the way to some old bootleg Medicare merchandise. So stop by Doc Griffin's TeePublic Store and buy something, damn it.
And with that, I think I'd like to thank everybody who stopped out this evening. That includes Gaming and Yelling, The Full Metal Pickle, and Sir Adamantine. If you're looking to get a hold of me, then there's all my stuff down in the descriptor, as well as Cadunt's Twitter and YouTube. And congratulations for night number 4. So we, if we were wearing hats, we would take our hats off and say, "Congrats, Johnny Hellcat. You're almost half the way there." But who knows? Will it last? We'll tune in. Same bat time, same bat channel. And by the way, of course, all of our merch, all of our swag that we're giving away for audience appreciation is made by Queensboro Custom Embroidered Apparel. And they're better than Raid Shadow Legends because they don't lie about their shit. So, thanks to everybody who was in the stream. Thanks to everybody who was hanging out in the chat, because you're half the reason why we're so entertaining. And hopefully we put a few of you to sleep. But for my mystical, magical, malevolent, magnificent, maleficent, never wearing a Mr. Yuck sticker between her legs, co-host Cadunt, and myself, Doc Griffin. Thanks, everybody, for stopping out. And if you would please just do me one simple favor. Join us in the after stream. Bye.